Good evening. I'm Sergeant Tom Letras with the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Department, and this is your daily update for Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. Yesterday, on May 25th, Governor released a new list of guidelines for places of worship. Now, in these new guidelines, they are allowing our county, as well as any of the other counties that have variants, to open up places of worship with some restrictions. Now, some of those restrictions I want to mention is that the church or the place of worship can only open to 25% of its capacity or 100 people, whatever is fewer. So even if your place of worship could reasonably house 1,000 people, you would not be able to open it up with 25% or 250 people. You would be maxed out at the 100-person limit. Now, there are some other guidelines in there, such as they need to have it cleared with the county public health director. They have to come up with several guidelines of how they are going to do the services and do some trainings. So be sure and check with your place of worship to see when they are going to be opening. Now, this afternoon, Governor Newsom announced that we can now open our hair salons and barbershops. And it's hair salons and barbershops only. We've had many questions regarding stuff like facials or nails, and those are not approved at this point. But hair salons and barbershops can be open. Again, that is with some guidelines. I believe they have to prepare a form of how they are going to deal with things and submit that before they are allowed to open. But immediately they are allowed to open as long as they take these steps. Now, all of these things can be viewed on the State of California COVID-19 website. So if you own a barbershop or a salon, or if you run a church, please go there, look for those guidelines so that you can begin reopening. Now, the last thing is tomorrow night we are going to have our regular Wednesday night Q&A. Our guests for tomorrow night are going to be Dr. Waishampayan. We are going to have Jacqueline Dwyer, who's the director of the county parks. Now, Jacqueline's going to be able to talk a little bit about a lot of stuff about the parks, but also about the openings of Woodward Reservoir, Modesto Reservoir, as well as the upcoming camping openings, and be able to answer a lot of questions regarding what those rules are going to be. Our third panelist is going to be our Board of Supervisor Chairperson, Kristen Olson. So please begin sending in your questions this evening. I know it's short notice with the long holiday weekend that we had, so begin sending in your questions now, and we will see you all again tomorrow night at 5:30 for our live Q&A.